What's really good, bozos, bullies, backbreakers, buffoons, Barbies? Welcome to another episode of the Broadcast Boys Show, our first fully virtual show. I'm Pun Road. Luke is at the home office.
Let's ride.
And Luke, how you holding up?
I mean, I'm holding up fine. I'm used to heartbreak and tragedy with my sports teams. I did not expect it to go that fast, but the second it happened, I just had a feeling he was done for.
I really just couldn't believe that happened so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't actually bring myself to watch it. I don't do well with excruciating pain. But God damn it, Peyton Manning was also roasting the shit out of Zach Wilson the entire rest of the game.
Really?
Yeah. And if Peyton doesn't approve of my quarterback, I don't want him.
I mean, well, Peyton knows best. Peyton's places, bro. He wouldn't have places if he didn't know best.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of people that have places. I believe Sue Bird has places, John McEnroe, Eli, but Peyton's place is the original.
None of those sound as good as Peyton's places. Alliteration, stupid.
This is as devastating as it could possibly get for a first game injury. This is all the entire offseason revolved around, and the entire Hard Knocks revolved around. And why would he come back?
Because he can.
Can he?
Of course, he can come back from this.
You want to come back and play for the Jets?
Yes.
I mean, I hope so, but it's going to be ridiculous waiting around. The franchise.
Aside from the curse, clearly, these are not the Jets of old. We actually had a really good fucking team. If that didn't happen.
Doing my research on the actual curse of the team, I was pretty shocked all the bullshit that's happened to us. So people are saying that when Joe Namath made his Super Bowl III guarantee, which at the time was an epic upset because the leagues were split into two, we were not supposed to beat Johnny Unitas and the boys. People are saying Joe Namath sold the Jets' soul to the devil in that moment. Are you a believer?
That's some fucking like sports voodoo shit that I can't get behind.
So you don't believe in a sports curse? You didn't believe in the curse of the Bambino or the Billy Goat? Those clearly were real.
Right. But the fact that it broke means that it was never a curse in the first place. Because curses are never broken, bro.
That sentence makes no sense. If it was broke, that means a curse did exist to break.
But that's my point. That there was no curse to break. That it just happened to happen that way.
For a team to not win for over 100 years, that's a curse.
Hey, man. Clearly it happened.
All right, let me get to this because these are some shocking revelations.
Go for it, man.
In 1979, they used to play at Shea Stadium. There was a halftime entertainment industry who swore they could make anything imaginable fly. So let's say a flying computer, a flying chair. They advertised a flying lawnmower and they lifted it up in the air and it crashed into a fan on the third baseline and he died at the Jets game.
Holy shit. At Shea Stadium?
Yeah.
Wait. What the fuck is the purpose of a flying lawnmower?
It's strictly an entertainment function.
That's some ridiculous shit. Still not convinced that there's a curse.
In 1995, they drafted a bozo tight end named Kyle Brady when the entire fan base was clamoring for Warren Sapp. We passed up on Warren Sapp. He had a Hall of Fame career, Super Bowl champion, and we took a tight end who ran a 5.6 40.
I mean, yeah, missing out on Warren Sapp is one of those fucking moments in draft history that you just never live down.
Bill Belichick was coaching under Bill Parcells. He actually got the job, but after just one day working in the Meadowlands, he resigned on a napkin and he left to form a dynasty in New England with 6 Super Bowl rings. 1 day on the job. How can you tell after one day what a travesty and circus this organization is? You didn't know that?
Wait. Bill Belichick was the Jets coach for a day and then dipped to go to the Patriots?
Yeah, he was staff on the Jets. I think it was DC, and then he was named head coach, and he left after 1 day. Didn't tell anybody, but left his resignation letter on a napkin.
That's insane, bro. That's the ultimate fucking missing out on one of the all-time coaches. That's some shit that you never fucking come back from.
Now, I didn't even know this. In 1998, we were in the AFC Championship game. We were leading 10-0 at halftime. This is with Vinny Testaverde, Curtis Martin, Keyshawn Johnson. I think randomly had an explosive offense, which is never the case. It's so windy in Denver. They kick the ball off to us, but it blows back right to them. So they do an unintentional onside kick, recover the ball, and they just kind of took momentum from there, and we missed out on a chance at the Super Bowl.
What? The elements? Fucking Mother Nature don't want to see us win? Yeah, no, that's pretty fucking dark.
Like it landed like 30 yards short of the kick returner. And then it was a scrum for the ball that we did not end up with.
Okay, all right, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Well, the very next season, we were actually pitted as the Vegas favorite to win the entire thing, the Super Bowl champions. But in the first game of the season, history repeats itself. Vinny Testaverde ruptures his Achilles, leading a high-power offense, and we're done for.
It was also in the season opener?
The season opener in the very next game following the tragic AFC Championship game where we got duped by the wind. The next game, he ruptures his Achilles.
Yeah.
Okay. We had a chance to draft Dan Marino, and instead they took a Division II quarterback out of Cal Davis named Ken O'Brien.
Who? Like, what the fuck? Ken O'Brien? When we could have had the good brother Dan Marino and got exposure? Maybe Ace Ventura would have took place in New York and not Miami?
I don't know if it's New York sports. It's just we happen to be cursed with the worst owners in the world.
Well, missing out on draft picks is one of the most frustrating things as a fan because you could go back and you have to watch an entire career of a player that could have been on your team if your management didn't fuck it up. That happens so many times with the Knicks, and maybe it's just New York sports that just Yankees win too much, man. They don't have enough winning left for the rest of us.
All right, not necessarily a curse, but the greatest quarterback in franchise history who guaranteed a Super Bowl and put the hex on the franchise showed up to a game blackout drunk and hit on an ESPN sideline reporter.
I mean, Jonah was probably mad old. What year was this?
Early 2000s, she was asking him a question. He said, "To be honest, I don't care. I just want to kiss you."
Broadway Joe. He acting up. Acting like Dykeman Joe.
So Jets and Patriots had a little rivalry for a while. The Jets injured Drew Bledsoe, who was their bona fide starting quarterback, which unintentionally completely started the Tom Brady era in dynasty in New England. In a game against the Jets, we injured Drew Bledsoe. We set this all off.
Yeah, it's starting to add up, Lukey. It's starting to add up.
The Jets' own superfan, Fireman Ed, was so fed up with his own team, who were never even good to begin with, that he actually retired.
Wait, so he don't even go to games no more?
I think he came back, but for a few seasons, he didn't just retire from his work. He literally retired as a fan.
That's like Spike Lee just like being like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to Knicks games no more. That would be pretty devastating.
We'd probably start winning.
Yeah, I know you think Spike Lee's part of the curse.
In 2005, Chad Pennington, our superstar quarterback, tears his rotator cuff. The backup in the same game is also out for the season. They bring in a 42-year-old Vinny Testaverde who goes like 1-6.
Jesus Christ. In the first game of the season again?
First game of the season, 2 quarterbacks injured for the entire season.
I had no idea that what happened at Rodgers has happened so many times to the Jets.
So they let Chad Pennington go. He wins the AFC East, wins Comeback Player of the Year, had a great season. And instead, we opt to land sicko Brett Favre, who did lead the Jets to an 8-3 record before smoking the rest of the season. He left for the Vikings the next few years where he did way better. And he also sent unsolicited nudes to a Jets cheerleader. Or it might have been a sideline reporter.
To one of the Jets cheerleaders, these beautiful young women. Unbelievable.
We had a high draft pick. We were looking to turn it around on the defensive end. We took a really good player from Ohio State named Vernon Golson with the 6th overall pick. They thought he was going to be a sack machine, but it turns out in his entire career, guess what his sack total was?
I remember him. I don't know, 25.
0.
He had Vernon Golson never recorded a single sack?
No, as a top 10 defensive edge rusher, never recorded a sack.
Give it to the good brother Vernon. I'm sure he tried.
Another incident that led to our karma was our strength and conditioning coach. The Miami Dolphins had a wide open punt return to the house. He sticks out his foot and he trips the punt returner, never gets another job in the NFL again. But we got the defensive stop.
I kind of like that. I mean, sucks that he never got a job again, but at least we got to stop, whatever it takes.
So we drafted Geno Smith, I believe in the 2nd round. I don't know if expectations were sky high, but they were solid. Turns out to be a total dud. Not only that, he gets his face broken by his own teammate and is off the team, goes to Seattle, and totally revitalizes his career 10 years later.
Yeah, I remember that actually because I was pretty high on Geno. This was like when I started paying attention to the Jets, and then they drafted a quarterback in the 1st round, and he played at West Virginia, right?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. What did he get punched in the face for again?
The player that punched him was like a fringe linebacker named IK, some really long last name, because he was cut from the Jets. And as a troll move, Rex Ryan, who was fired from the Jets, hired by the Bills, Rex Ryan brought him to Buffalo as a troll move.
I always loved Rex Ryan.
I've never seen a better coach than Rex Ryan.
Yeah, he was amazing. It was fun watching him. And he put on for the big boys.
Okay, so we gave up the house for Mark Sanchez, who never really even looked that spectacular. Well, he did look spectacular, but not on the
I mean, he's
field.
gorgeous.
And then do I even have to say he pulled off the most iconic blunder of all time? This butt fumble was the number one not top 10 play for maybe 3 to 4 years that they had to retire it. And then on the other end, the top play for 3 to 4 years was Vincent Smith of Michigan getting his helmet popped off by Jadeveon Clowney. So it was both my teams on the losing end of the top and not top 10 play for years. Thanksgiving Day game. Was it a Thanksgiving game? Who cares? Iconic play.
So damn. Wait, Brody, so that might be what it is with you. You just might be like a truly bitter and like battered fan. Like every single one of your teams has really bad luck, it seems like.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you think I'm fed up?
Bro, that makes so much sense because I be getting mad at you and your perspective on sports sometimes, but literally every team, down to the colleges. That's damn, bro. I feel for you.
And Michigan basketball is good, but they're guaranteed to lose in the final.
And you were there. You watched them lose in the final.
I did after Spike went off, but they had a bullshit call against Trey Burke when he blocked Peyton Siva, or was it Edgar Sosa's shot against the backboard? And they called it goaltending, and it wasn't. It totally changed the course of the game. But
I remember that.
To make the Final Four in NCAA, that's like a championship, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But you know what's more like a championship? Winning the
A
championship.
championship. The Final Fours are pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so Mark Sanchez turns out to be pretty much a dud, but Rex Ryan is like in lockstep with him. He's ride or die. He has a tattoo of Mark Sanchez. The team kind of falls off, and then Rex Ryan's exposed for a foot fetish before he gets fired.
Hey, we don't kink shame around here.
We don't, but the New York media had a field day. I don't really see why it was such a big deal.
I mean, that shit is fucking hilarious.
Agony of defeat. Agony of defeat. You know, that's probably the most successful era we've had in a long time. We made it to 2 AFC championship games with an absolutely garbage quarterback. Didn't make it. If we had anyone serviceable, we probably would have at least seen a Super Bowl appearance. And now it's looking like we're in the same exact position.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you think we should get a new quarterback, or are we rocking with Zach?
Ooh, let's go over those options after we finish the curse.
Okay.
You asked about the last superstar we drafted. It might have been Darrell Revis. Sauce is on his way, but Revis Island is a certified beast.
Oh yeah, we did draft Revis.
Well, yeah, we did draft him, and guess where he won a Super Bowl? He went to New England, won a Super Bowl with them.
He won in New England.
I think it was 1 year only.
With Belichick, because I keep tying it back to the fact that we almost had Belichick as a coach. You know what I mean? And then they won all those in our division, won all those Super Bowls.
We didn't almost had him. We had him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But one day.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so the next project, again, history repeats itself. We take another USC quarterback who really was never that spectacular. I think they traded up for Sam Darnold too, who looks like a high school bully. He was heralded as a savior. And then, I don't know, he never really was nice at all. His career was derailed by a mono diagnosis. And then on the Monday Night Football game, they put up some wild graphic, like a photo shoot of him, like holding the football. And it was like, out with mono. And he's like looking mad tough holding the football. It's an infamous graphic.
He's like pointing out and definitely mononucleosis.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And then the one game we do play on national TV, he shits the bed and he's caught on mic saying that he's seeing ghosts out there.
You got me weak with Sam Darnold as a bully. Looks like a bully, because that's the funniest shit I ever heard.
I mean, he does.
Because I'm looking at him now, and now that's all I see.
He looks like the boyfriend at the start of some rom-com, like the original boyfriend.
Yeah, no, I could see that. Definitely the guy before the guy you're supposed to be with.
Yeah, for sure. We had a trash season. All we needed to do was lose one game, and we could have had a shot at Trevor Lawrence. And we won the last game of the season for absolutely no reason. And missed out on Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, what was that, like 2019?
It was just the 2021 NFL draft.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we went from pick number 1 to pick number 2, and we took Zach Wilson.
So we could have had Sunshine?
We could have had Sunshine. We could have had Devontae Smith. We could have had Jalen Waddle. We could have had, did I say Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts, Penei Sewell, Micah Parsons, Mac Jones, Najee Harris.
Mac Jones in New York would have been fire. I don't know. I don't think he's that good, but just the name Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is whatever. He's way better than Zach. Well, how did he get picked?
I found out, and I recently Zach Wilson has the strongest arm. Like he holds the record for the fastest like pass, 69 miles per hour. So maybe they were just like fucking really enamored with his arm, hoping that like he could put
Well,
everything else together.
the myth is that on his pro day, which is no pads, no one is playing, it's just a quarterback throwing to a wide open receiver indoors. He had some
Mhm.
ridiculous like fade away off his back shoulder throw that impressed scouts and basically launched him to the number 2 pick. He went to BYU. Are you kidding me?
That's our biggest mistake. Jimmy Fredette, Zach Wilson. We should have known.
He allegedly has an entanglement with his friend's mother, and that's the highlight of his career so far. But other than that, he is truly despicable to watch. Like actually tough to watch.
I feel
I
like every
don't know
time he
if he
throws the
can.
ball, it's 5 yards up the field.
I feel like he's going to look
I mean, he
back and
has
say, "Oh
he
my god."
has clearly has a great arm.
Yeah, I do feel like Zach Wilson will look back on his life and be shocked that he ever played in the NFL. It's like, can you believe I actually did this?
Oh, I gotta plug my computer in. Hold on, give me a sec. Give me 1 sec, Lukey.
Yeah.
All right, my fault. I had to change my location real quick. The computer was dying. We're back. Let's get it.
So we've established that Zach Wilson's only solid play for the Jets has been allegedly activating as a MILF hunter. I don't even know if I believe it the way he carries himself. I really don't.
I believe it. I think that he's just like nervous. I think he was the man in college and like the man in high school, and like always felt like the man, and then kind of came to the NFL knowing like he was the second quarterback taken behind Trevor Lawrence. Probably knew he wasn't as good as him, and then you saw how nervous he looked. Remember that when he was like standing with all those other prospects on draft night, and they
Mhm.
were all "Hey, hey, hey," and he was
I mean, that's a
nervous as a
massive red
motherfucker. You know what I
flag.
mean? Yeah,
If you can't identify or relate to the types of players you're going to be working with your entire career, also feeling like the man at BYU means nothing.
yeah. And I mean, I think I think it was about 5 to 10 points ago where I was like, yeah, this curse definitely seems fucking real. But because I had such fucking high hopes for this team, and then this happens, and I mean, we're only going to go as far as our quarterback is going to take us. Like that's any NFL team, you know. We need Jimmy G.
They probably should have tried to get him. He's not even special.
The curse is real, and I could cry.
You could probably assemble a laundry list of every team's most tragic moments, but I would just be very surprised if it could top the New York Jets.
When one or two of our biggest moments lead to a dynasty of 6 championships and 7 for one quarterback, it's like we did that to the league.
Not to mention the only team that could ever take them out played in the same building as us and was the team that we did not pick to root for, the New York Giants.
Bro, like you keep adding in another thing that makes it fucking worse, man. It's like, yes, our neighboring team is the only team that ever beat the team that kicked our fucking asses all our lives.
So, blind rank potential quarterback replacements for Aaron Rodgers. Are you ready?
I got you, homie. What's
All right.
that?
First up, former D2 god Carson Wentz.
You know what? I'll give him out of 6, I'll give him 3.
Number 2, famous Jameis Winston.
Of Jameis so much. But I don't know I don't know if it's because I love him as a person more than I love him as a quarterback. But I'm gonna put him at 4 because he's not better. He's not better than Wentz. I don't think
Well,
he
he's
throws
in the
mad.
league, and
He throws mad interceptions, don't he?
so does Wentz. And Jameis is in the league, and Wentz is out of the league right now.
All right, then I'll put
Oh, it's too
Jameis.
late.
I'll
It's
put
too
Jameis.
late. It's too late.
No. I want to move him.
It's too late. Once you set a position, it's done.
You strict. Too strict.
Okay,
All right,
next
go.
up, Matty Ice, Matt Ryan.
Maybe we just need an old veteran to just step in who knows what he's doing. Give me Matty Ice at 2. He got to the Super Bowl, absolutely smoked it, but that was to the GOAT, and only Eli Manning could beat the GOAT.
But he also was on fire for a minute in that Super Bowl.
I know, that's what I'm saying. 28-3. And then smoked it. But I think that's more on his defense that smoked it.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, give me Matty Ice at 2.
All right, Philly Rivers.
Oh, big Phil Rivers. Ain't he been out the league a while?
He has been out the league a while, but when Brock Purdy got hurt, they allegedly were going to bring in Rivers for the Super Bowl if they somehow won that game in the NFC Championship last year.
I'll put Phil Rivers at 5.
All right, what about Andrew Luck out of retirement?
Andrew Luck
Andrew Luck out of
out of
retirement. I've heard no
retirement?
one say this, but I just made it up.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down though. Nobody got to say it. We got to be the first to say it. And guess what? I'm gonna put him in number 1. I was
That
tight.
ass?
Andrew Luck was fire. And he was fire, and then he retired early, which you're a football player. I kind of respect it. If you don't want to fucking lose your mind, then sure.
Interesting. All right, so there's one more name left. You filled out the top 5. So number 6.
No, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Tom Brady is the last option available. There's only one choice for him to be, and that's number 6.
So you did trick me.
I did. I mean, I thought you would know Tom Brady's on this list. His jersey swap is going everywhere.
You son of a bitch. No, I knew, but also it came out today that Tom Brady said, he's like, I made it clear I'm finished playing football. So that's why, you know what? I'm comfortable with him at 6 because his heart's not in it.
I don't believe that his heart wouldn't be in it.
Obviously, I think everyone watching this knows that if Tom Brady's available, he's the best option to come back and play because we need him.
So the final order for the New York Jets replacements: Andrew Luck, genius call by me; Matty Vanilla Ice; Carson Wentz; Jameis Winston; and Phil Rivers over Tom Brady to cap it off. Are you confident in this list?
You told me I can't change it.
You can't. I wasn't asking if you can change it. I'm saying, are you confident?
No. Well, if we can get Andrew Luck, then yeah, I'm confident in it. But no, I'm not confident in it.
It's a Jets curse right there. We could have had Tom Brady.
Fuck.
And GM Deuce messed it all up. Oh.
No.
Well,
fuck.
Deuce, on my Andy Cohen, let's switch gears for a second and still talk about sports tragedy.
Okay.
Because the Olympic basketball team, bunch of bozos, lost to Germany and then lost to Canada. But honestly, I'd rather not medal than get a bronze medal. But are we done with the U.S. just putting together nice little role players, trying to be cute and not just sending out the stars? Is that done?
I'm certainly done with it. You know what I mean? I understand why the star players wouldn't want to go, but bro, if we're fucking losing the U.S., brother, the good old U.S. of A. should never be fucking losing basketball competitions. These other countries are great for sure, but the best players in the world come from the United States of America. And I want the US, especially at the Olympics, FIBA, whatever, fine. If you want to throw out the B team, cool. But we need to send the Avengers. We need to send the big fellas out there to really just showcase that we can't be fucked with, just like they did in 92.
Well, the Avengers are reportedly on the move, coming back for Paris.
Good.
People are bringing up Noah Lyles' comments as if the best players on every team aren't from the NBA as is.
Exactly.
Like, oh, look at that. Like, he might have been right, but Mo and Franz are the best players. Schroeder's their best player.
That's all the argument that needs to be, is that the best players all over the world all compete in the NBA. So that's why I understand why they can call themselves world champions. But I do, if I had to come up with a reason why I don't agree with it, it's maybe because world champions to me could insinuate countries competing against countries. You know what I mean?
It's true, but also, now that I think about it, when they present them the trophy, I feel like they just call them NBA champions. I never hear them call them world champions.
Yeah, but why are they not saying that shit about baseball? The World Series champions.
Yeah, I mean,
You could
say that it's fucked up because at the end of the day, the Denver Nuggets, in some world, it is possible. Nothing is impossible. They could lose to Real Madrid. It's highly unlikely, but they could lose to another champion.
I mean, yeah, could, but I doubt it. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully, Adam Silver listens to Coach Noah.
Yeah, I mean, the way he said it though was so stupid. Like, the worst thing about it,
Yeah.
about it all. It's like,
Yeah, no, his delivery was terrible. There's no way he wakes up thinking about this.
No.
Did you take Dylan Brooks' performance against USA personally? Did you take that personally?
No. No, I did not take it personally. But Dylan Brooks is streaky. He's pretty good. He's a good defender. And it doesn't surprise me that he had that kind of game. He definitely talks way too much. He talks like he's so much better than he is, that makes you want to believe that he's worse than he is.
40 points, though?
I mean, he's an NBA player. Any NBA player can give you 40.
Chris Dudley?
Yes. At the park?
At the park, yeah. All right, they got to clarify then. That's true.
I'm just saying, any NBA player can give you 40, and he got hot and he hit a bunch of shots, and good for him.
Now,
He
to be honest,
also had games in the tournament where he didn't do shit.
that's true. But America has been hating on him for months and months, so he definitely was ready for revenge.
I didn't even think about it that way. Yeah, he probably wanted to shut us all up, but fuck him.
He definitely did. And then he also won Defensive Player of the Tournament, I believe. Insult to injury.
Yeah, he said he's one of the best defenders in the world. That's really what it is for me, though. He's good, but he talks too much. It makes me want to say that he's bad, but he ain't that good. You know what I mean? Like,
Is he not one of the best defenders in the world? Of course he is.
he'll never be an all-star. I'll say that.
I mean, that's fair. I don't think that's that bold of a prediction. It's really hard to be an all-star.
But he talks like he's a Hall of Famer.
True. But he also is one of the best defenders in the world.
Yes, agreed.
All right, Deuce. Can you name me the last 6 FIBA MVPs?
That is incredibly hard, but yes, I can try.
All I can tell you is that there's 2 Americans on this list, and that's it.
Really?
They've only won 5 FIBA championships.
Germany beat Serbia. I think so Schroeder was MVP just now, right?
Yes. Dennis the Menace was MVP. That's one 2023 MVP.
Um,
And we got 2019.
A safe guess is always LeBron.
No, I don't know how experienced LeBron is in FIBA since it's always the B team. But this person is definitely the 2 Americans that won it are definitely not B players.
Yeah, but
they were younger though. They were younger.
Steph Curry?
Nope. Not Chef.
Damn.
You said you also barely remembered him suiting up for USA.
Not Melo. Oh, Kevin Durant. He's always on Team USA.
Yes, Kevin Durant, 2010 FIBA MVP. That's one of the 2 Americans down.
Ooh, the snake. The American snake. Who's next?
It's a guard.
Guard.
I can also give you clues.
Kyrie,
yes, 2014. This is before he was a conspiracy theorist. Yes, KD 2010, Kyrie 2014. Schroeder 2023, you're missing 02, 06, and 2019.
The years definitely help. So what did you say?
I'll just tell you, it's a German and 2 Spaniards.
Another German. Oh, that has to be Dirk.
Yeah, it's Dirk. I don't even recall them winning that. But yes, Dirk was the MVP in 02. That was the peak of his powers. He was a stallion.
Yeah, I mean, 02 Dirk, I'm pretty sure was long hair and chin patch, which was a different type of Dirk.
Yeah, that's the ultimate international superstar right there.
Yeah. 2 Spaniards. Oh, one has to be Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol, correct.
And the other, his brother Mark.
Surprisingly, no.
Calderon?
Nope. Along those lines, though.
Rudy Fernandez?
Nope. Rudy Fernandez.
What the fuck?
Someone that's been playing for Spain since they were like 15.
Oh, Ricky Rubio.
Ricky Rubio, correct. Those were the last 6 FIBA MVPs. Ricky Rubio won in 2019. It's pretty recently, too.
Remember Ricky Rubio hit like 8 threes against the Knicks?
Yeah, that was like a random February regular season game, but I randomly do remember. I don't know how.
I remember because it was like, when does Ricky Rubio hit threes? And then we fucking lose that game because Ricky Rubio shot us out the gym.
I want to transition to a new game. We're bringing the white culture quiz to the podcast. We did this on TikTok a while back,
yes.
But I've expanded it to more of a long form version of a game. So let's see how knowledgeable Deuce is of his pasty princes of his white culture brethren. What is Mozart's full government name?
Ain't it Wolfgang?
Wolfgang blank Mozart.
When I say Wolfgang, this just flows out. Amadeus.
Yes.
Oh my God. Bro, when I said it Wolfgang correct, I was like, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart really just sounds correct. I feel like I've heard that before in my life.
That was pretty impressive.
I feel like most people have like random fucking knowledge just like buried deep in their fucking brain.
I'm going to send you a series of extremely white sports. I need you to tell me what they are called officially. What is that called?
Oh my God. You want me to say paddleball, but I've been on the LIRR long enough to know that's Kadima.
Oh my God. What a pull. All right. Next up. What is this called?
This is Can Jam.
Indeed. The most aesthetically ugly game of all time.
Low key. Really, really fun though.
All right. Now, this one, I didn't even know the name of the game. I've just seen it before.
I think I know what they're doing. Do they throw the ball up in the air and hope that it lands in one of the cups on the corner?
I truthfully don't even know what they're doing either, but I think that's the objective of the game.
Wow. It breaks my heart to say that this is too white for me.
Damn, you've been stumped. All right, you're 2 for 3. I think that's either called quarters or the die game. But to be fair, I'm gonna need someone to comment below because I have no idea. All right, next up.
I have no fucking idea either.
This is a real life Olympic event.
This is a decathlon.
I mean, it could be a
What?
part of a decathlon. I don't think it is. Is that your final answer?
What's the event? They have to jump into the water and then just keep running?
It's like a race, and that's
What?
just one part of the race where they jump over a hurdle.
I don't know. Yeah, I do love to run.
All right, giving up on that one?
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck this is.
That is the steeplechase. I'm so sorry you do not get credit for that one.
Steeplechase?
Yeah, I mean, this has to be one of the whiter games of all time.
Is that a game? It looks like an event. Oh, we were
Oh,
talking
sorry, it's
about
an event. It's
games.
not a game. It's an Olympic sport.
Okay,
All right, next up. I know you're going to get stumped. I actually tried to make this pretty damn hard.
good.
So there's no way you're getting this.
This can't be. This is American.
It's just an Olympic sport. Everyone does it. Probably primarily non-Americans, to be honest.
What are they shooting? Target practice.
Target,
That's what I got
like
for that. I don't.
yeah.
I don't.
All right. This is called the biathlon. It's literally just skiing. You do long distance skiing, and then you shoot your target with a rifle as it's strapped on your back. All right. You only
Biathlon.
went 2 for 5. You went 2 for 5 in the sports section.
Those are not sports. those
Those are
last
sports.
two are not sports.
The first two, what you got right, are literally not sports.
I know, but you said games.
True. Okay. Deuce, who was the lead singer of Poison? No Googling.
Poison.
But I
Poison.
guarantee you know this brother. I guarantee you know his first and last name.
Is this Rock of Love? Brett Michaels.
Yes! Yes!
Yes.
Let's go.
Come on.
All right, that was impressive pull. You're dominating music, but now we're moving on to miscellaneous white celebrities. I'm going to send you a photo. All you have to do is tell me who this person is. Let's begin.
All right, miscellaneous white boys. Let's get it.
Not just boys.
Boys and girls, white people.
All right, go.
Oh, that's not Meghan Markle, but the other princess. She's
I
the
mean,
queen now, ain't she?
That
No, she's not.
no.
Kate Middleton.
I need to. Yes!
Come on.
1 for 1 in white celebrities. Here we go.
He looked like he in a band.
He's not in a band.
It's not Travis Barker, matter of fact.
I
I'm
just
just
want
trying
to
to think
party.
of a fun.
I just want to party.
That's not G-Eazy.
No, do
I
you
don't
give
know.
up?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That is the one and only Yellow Wolf, one of the greatest white rappers of all time.
No, see that fucked me up.
You think you would have gotten that if I picked a different photo?
I mean, only if he had that hairstyle, which I don't even know if he still has.
All right.
But yeah,
Next
Yellow
up,
Wolf?
1 for 2.
That's a tough pull. Fucking Yellow Wolf. Eminem saw the vision though. Who is that? Jane Goodall?
Final answer?
No. Who? No. Final answer. Emily Dickens?
Wasn't she around like the 1800s?
I guess I'll lock in Jane Goodall.
Oh, this is not the Queen of the Apes. That is Judy Bloom. Are you there? God, it's me, Margaret.
Judy Bloom. I was trying to think of female authors. Damn it. I don't read though, so.
All right, this is one of my personal favorite selections coming up.
Fuck it, I don't know this guy's name, but I Access Hollywood. Damn, what's his name?
A relative of a U.S. president and has the same last name.
Of a former U.S. president. Relative.
5 seconds.
I don't know.
All right. That is the
know.
one and only Billy Bush, Access Hollywood's finest.
Billy Bush. Okay. I wasn't even close. None of my guesses and thoughts were even close to that. So
Deuce, you are struggling with this one. You're 1 for 4. This is disgusting.
I haven't really done enough research.
Now, this one I'm proud of in the fact that I would just be surprised if I know you're going to know him, but his name is like kind of forgetful.
Who's this?
You tell me.
Oh, the good brother from Lost. Come on, you know actors on my shit.
Yep. So what's his name?
That's my son Matthew Fox.
Oh, let's go. That's a good one. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that there'll be white folks that watch this that will get like similar scores to me. So
Okay. We're going on to our coffee portion of the quiz. I would bet so much that there's no way you know what this is. What caffeinated drink consists of equal parts espresso and steamed milk?
what?
Mm-hmm.
Coffee culotta?
No, that is a cortado. You fool. It's my mom's favorite drink.
Never heard of cortado before. They sell that at Starbucks?
They definitely do. It's like stronger than most because there's not enough milk to weigh it down. I recommend it actually.
I've never heard anyone order a cortado before.
I'm gonna give you a shot of redemption in the coffee section. What is in a mocha?
A mocha? Oh, that's the one that has
Mhm.
notes of chocolate, ain't it?
And then what else does it have? There's two other components that it has.
Oh, mocha is chocolate, and then I'm assuming coffee and milk.
What type of coffee?
Specifically espresso?
Yes! Yes!
Come
Come on!
on! I do this. I do this.
We're going on to geography. What nation's flag is this? Zero chance. Zero chance.
Uzbekistan.
Incorrect. I'll give you two more chances.
All right. How about
As long as there's very minimal thinking.
Norway?
I know you know Norway's flag.
Do I? Oh, is that the white one with the red cross? Or was that Switzerland?
Yeah. Or vice versa, but similar.
Oh, I don't know. Let me think the most random country I could think of.
It's a good strategy.
Estonia.
Yes! Oh my
No
god!
fucking way!
Oh! What?
Bro,
For real?
I was thinking of Sammy's boy. I was thinking of Sammy's boy from way back when, Eric Poldrew. He's from Estonia. And I was like, that was the fucking most random country I could think of. Wow, let's get it.
All right, we're moving on to our last section. And we're going back to music, specifically bully music. I'm going to show you 5
Oh,
bands.
yes.
One at a
Name
time.
5
What band is
bands?
this?
Bands is hard, bro. I just know the music. I don't know what the hell these brothers look like. But this could be. These guys look a little older, so they've probably been around a while. Let's go Sublime.
So close. That is Creed.
That's Creed? Oh, he cut his hair. He cut his hair. My son.
Oh, that's deceitful
on
on my part. It's deceitful on my part. 0 for 1. Next up.
Okay, good.
The fact that this band has a black person is very shocking to me.
Is this the Good Brothers POD?
Holy shit! How?
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my!
Let's go.
What gave it
Come
away? The
on.
dreads?
Yeah. I recognize homie with the locks. Yeah.
Did you know they had a black guy in this band? Makes more sense. They got mad flavor.
Yeah, they got a lot of flavor. POD, man. We are the youth of the nation.
All right, next up. I know you know these brothers. Let's see if you can go over 500 right now.
Is Nickelback.
Of course, that guy's an icon.
That guy with the blonde hair and the goatee. Look at his graph. Yeah, that's the homie.
All right, there's no chance you get this next one, unless you could pull off a miracle guess.
Who is that? No, not even a single clue. But I am gonna make an educated guess. Give me
I could hum you a song, and then I'd still be surprised if you remember the name.
All right, hum the song.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I know the song. Is that System of the Down?
No, that is Switchfoot. The Good Brothers,
Oh,
Christian rockers.
Switchfoot. I forgot about Switchfoot. Damn. I love this game. Keep going.
All right, this is the last question of the game and probably the podcast.
2004, they were at the World Music Awards, huh?
I would focus on the guy in the green shirt. You should recognize that face.
It's funny that you say that because that's the one that I thought I recognized the least.
Oh, really?
Is this My Chemical Romance?
One more guess?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta look at the.
I'm not
Hold on,
a perfect person.
Wow. One time, shout out to the good brother Skylar Fulton. This one's for you. That's Hoobastank.
Yes. Wow, impressive on the
Come
bully music
on.
bands. Hold on, I'm calculating your final score.
We got to do more bully music shit because that's where I really thrive. Come on.
10 of 20, not over 500.
Oh,
Fine, I can give you. I had a
failed.
question here I didn't give you if you want to get over 500, but good luck. Ready?
All right. I mean, I'm down to try, but it's going to take me under if I miss, but whatever. Go.
Name one professional cyclist besides Lance Armstrong.
That's impossible.
All right, so we're
Are
gonna
you
avoid
fucking
that
kidding me?
question. We're gonna avoid that question. You're gonna stay at 10 and
That's
20.
impossible.
500 overall for a very, very tough game. I bet you with the curve, you would have done well in that quiz.
Yeah. Nah. See, now I just need to start going back. I got to get back in the lab. I got to do my research. I got to read my articles. You know what I mean? I got to get back in there.
I mean, you could just Google.
No. I got to be in the mud with the Blanquitos in order to really
In the
get it
mud.
done.
We don't go to the mud, but I respect the effort.
I'm sure there's a coffee shop in Williamsburg named Mud.
I mean, that's actually a pretty good name.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the Broadcast Boys Show, virtual edition. I'm in Vegas. Brody's at home. We'll be back next week, back in the studio. Thanks for watching. All love, top to bottom. You already know what it is. Peace.